Happy New Year! We are in 2018, which is freaking nuts. So wild. And of course, it's a great time to look back on last year, 2017. And for me, it was amazing. Lots of people have been posting, greatest year of my life, did all this amazing stuff, went all these amazing places. And honestly, for the first time, I feel like I have a year that could compare. But I want to be really honest with you guys. I could not have done any of the things I did this year if it wasn't for a bunch of people that wanted to help me out. I was super blessed with an opportunity to save up money and quit my job and be able to travel. But then also, along the whole way, there were people that wanted to come alongside me and really help me have the experiences that really made this year what it was. So instead of listing all of the amazing things I did, I want to list all the amazing people that helped me out. Molly and John Frank let me stay at their house in London. I was really freaking out and they made me feel welcome and safe. Then my family met me for Christmas in Spain, which was an awesome way to start off the new year. Then I met Armand, who welcomed me into his home with foie gras and wine and taught me about refugees. April showed me around her city and introduced me to her friends from Morocco, who let me stay with them and shared food with me. JB then took me around to all these amazing places in Paris that no tourist would find of their own. Then over to Italy, Mattia not only let me stay with him, but showed me a taste of Bologna I will never forget.
Cheers, man. Thanks, Dad.
Up to Milan, Sonia made me feel right at home in her amazing hostel after I had a little bit of a hiccup trying to get into Turkey. I legitimately got kicked out of a country today. Finally, I was in the Philippines where Lee not only hooked me up with an amazing room in his hostel, but showed me the Divisoria market, which I would have never gone to or even thought to visit.
I'm on a bus! Okay, I need to get down from here.
Then Paul invited me to stay with him and his family. He showed me all around the city and took me to neighborhoods that I probably wouldn't have been able to get into if it wasn't for him. And of course, all the amazing food that his family made for me. John and Marcia showed me around Bacolod and then took me to a secret waterfall. Then invited me to come back to the Philippines later where I got to help out with the basketball sports camp. I can't forget about Mira, who I met on couch surfing and then went camping with a bunch of these people I had never met before out on a beach in Mati. Then there was Edward, who drove me all around Puerto Princesa and took care of every need I had. So many people took care of me, especially my buddy Evsky, who drove me around on the back of his motorcycle. I had never done that. Of course, I can't forget my friends at the beach hostel who traded an epic day of island hopping for some drone footage. Then I jumped over to Hong Kong where Evelyn took me to an abandoned mansion above the city. I learned all about dim sum with Minori before I left to go to Japan, where I met up with my friends from Arizona for the first time. Soon I was in Taipei where Andy let me sleep on his couch and fed me beef noodle soup. I went down south where Aga showed us a night market and Christy explored Taroko Gorge with me. Then I was back in Europe, where Kyle met up with me in Amsterdam, Harry and Rogelio invited me to their home in Holland. Then I was in Germany, where I got to hang out with Luisa because her sister Charlie introduced us after we met in the Philippines. And then I went up to Berlin, where I met up with a subscriber named Consti.
Oh, yeah. What's up, guys?
Who let me stay with him and showed me all about biking and beers in Berlin. Then I went up to Denmark for some family time with Jan. He introduced me to what my family history looked like in Denmark before everyone came over to America.
That's where my great-great-grandma was baptized.
Then it was back to the UK where I met up with Molly and John again, and our friend Natalie, and we took a road trip around Scotland. Then my friends Mac and Jacqueline let me frolic with deer before I finally ended my 6 months abroad by meeting up with my buddy Kyle in Ireland for an epic 10 days of adventuring. Honestly, guys, none of this would have been possible without each and every one of those people. And there's even more people that I didn't list. So it wasn't just me doing all this stuff. And that was even just the first 6 months. I have a lot of hopes for 2018, and I think it's going to be an awesome year. To start, I'm moving to New York this week, which is really scary, but also really exciting. So with that being said, resolutions for 2018, moving forward, well, my life is a mist. I'm here today. Tomorrow is not promised. We live, we die. So what's the point of me bragging about all of this stuff that I really hope to accomplish when I move to New York? there's no guarantee. And honestly, I wouldn't even be moving there if my aunt and uncle weren't going to let me live with them. I'm not like saying we shouldn't set goals or anything like that, because goal setting is really, really good. But my number one goal for 2018 is to be more thankful for all of the blessings that I have. And in doing so, just trust God every single day. Happy New Year's, guys. Don't compare your 2017 to everyone else's, especially on social media, because it honestly isn't real and only shows you a little sliver. Enjoy life and be thankful for all the things that we have. That's what I'm trying to do.